Australia's wildlife evolved through isolation, ancient landscapes, unpredictable rain, and some of the harshest habitats on Earth. The result is much more than a collection of unusual-looking animals. These species possess extraordinary adaptations that allow them to find hidden prey, collect scarce water, postpone pregnancy, travel beneath desert sand, imitate entire communities of birds, and even reshape their own bodies in an instant. Here are 10 of Australia's most remarkable animal adaptations. When a platypus dives, it closes its eyes, ears, and nostrils. It still finds tiny crustaceans, insect larvae, and other prey buried in murky riverbeds because its bill acts as an advanced sensory instrument. Pressure receptors detect movement, while tens of thousands of electroreceptors sense the faint electrical signals produced by contracting muscles. By comparing those signals, the platypus can estimate the direction and distance of prey without seeing it. The male has another unusual adaptation, a hollow ankle spur connected to a venom gland. The venom is mainly used during competition between males and can cause intense pain in humans. The thorny devil inhabits dry parts of central and western Australia, where standing water can be extremely scarce. It does not literally absorb water through its skin. Instead, microscopic channels between its scales form a capillary network. Moisture touching almost any part of the body, from dew, wet sand, or rain, is drawn along those channels toward the corners of the mouth. Rhythmic jaw movements then help the lizard swallow it. This means the animal can drink without locating a pool. Its intimidating spines also help discourage predators, while its colors and uneven outline make it difficult to distinguish from desert soil and vegetation. Female red kangaroos can use embryonic diapause, a temporary pause in the development of an embryo. When conditions are difficult, or when an older joey is still occupying the pouch, the new embryo can remain dormant instead of continuing toward birth. Development resumes when the timing is more favorable. A mother may therefore support 3 young at different stages, an embryo in diapause, a small joey in the pouch, and an older young kangaroo still returning to drink milk. She can even produce milk with different compositions from separate teats. In an unpredictable environment, this reproductive flexibility helps match the demands of young with available food and water. Wombats produce droppings with flat faces and distinct corners. The cubes are not shaped at the point of exit. Research shows that they form within the final part of the intestine. Different regions of the intestinal wall have different stiffness, so the material is compressed and dried unevenly as it moves through. That combination gradually creates edges and corners. The dry cubes resist rolling away, which is useful because wombats often place droppings on prominent rocks, logs, and other raised surfaces as scent signals. A strange digestive mechanism therefore produces a practical communication tool and a shape not known from any other animal. In Australia's arid interior, a temporary pool may disappear almost as quickly as it forms. Water-holding frogs survive the dry interval through estivation, a dormant state that reduces activity and water loss. The frog burrows into the soil and repeatedly sheds layers of skin, forming a protective cocoon around its body. Water stored in the bladder and tissues helps sustain it while it waits underground for months, and in suitable conditions much longer. Heavy rain transforms the landscape. The frogs emerge, feed and breed rapidly in temporary water. Their ability to shut down during drought allows an aquatic animal to persist in country that may appear completely unsuitable for frogs. The marsupial mole does not maintain open tunnels like many burrowing mammals. It effectively swims through loose desert sand, which collapses behind it. Powerful forelimbs, enlarged claws, and a hardened shield on the nose push the body forward. Its eyes are tiny vestiges beneath the skin, because vision offers little advantage underground. The female's pouch faces backwards, reducing the amount of sand that enters while she moves. Genetic research has also identified adaptations associated with low oxygen conditions, including an additional hemoglobin gene. Although it resembles true moles from other continents, it is a marsupial related more closely to bandicoots and bilbies, an extraordinary example of convergent evolution. The superb lyrebird is one of the world's most accurate vocal mimics. A male can copy the calls and songs of many other bird species and weave them into an elaborate display. The imitation is not simply random noise. Research has shown that males coordinate different sounds with different dance movements. During courtship and mating, a male may also imitate several alarm-calling species in rapid sequence, creating the acoustic illusion of a mixed flock mobbing a predator. Researchers are still studying exactly how this affects females, but it demonstrates remarkable vocal control, memory, and learning. Each population also carries a local cultural repertoire passed between generations. Giant Australian cuttlefish can transform their appearance faster than most animals can move. Their skin contains specialized pigment cells and reflective structures controlled directly by the nervous system. By expanding and contracting different cells, a cuttlefish changes color, contrast, and pattern in fractions of a second. Muscles can also raise parts of the skin into bumps, helping the body match rocks, weed, or reef surfaces. These displays are used for camouflage, warning, communication, and courtship. Some smaller males even imitate female patterns to slip past dominant rivals. The animal is not merely changing color. It is operating a living, three-dimensional display screen across its entire body. Archerfish hunt prey that is not even in the water. They form a narrow groove with the tongue and roof of the mouth, then force a jet of water upward to knock insects from leaves and branches. Accurate shooting is difficult because light bends when it passes from air into water, making the target appear somewhere other than its true position. The fish must also account for distance and the timing of the jet. Young archerfish improve with experience, and studies suggest they can learn useful information by watching successful shooters. Upward-facing eyes and a flattened upper body complete a hunting system specialized for attacking across the boundary between water and air. The brown antechinus is a small carnivorous marsupial, not a mouse. Males live for only about 11 months and concentrate their entire reproductive effort into a brief winter breeding period lasting roughly 2 weeks. During that time, stress hormones remain extremely high. The normal mechanism that would reduce those hormones fails, the immune system collapses, internal damage accumulates, and almost every male dies after mating. This strategy is called semelparity, a single, overwhelming reproductive event followed by death. It may allow males to invest everything in competition and mating when females are synchronized, while the next generation arrives when seasonal food is becoming more abundant. These adaptations may look bizarre from a human perspective, but each solves a specific problem: finding prey in darkness, surviving drought, timing reproduction, signaling territory, or competing for a mate. Evolution does not aim for ordinary. It preserves traits that help animals survive and reproduce in the environments they inherit. Australia's wildlife shows how far that process can go, and how much biological knowledge could disappear if distinctive habitats and species are not protected.